All right, we're here. We are wrapping up our Unit 3 on linear equations. Okay. I know everybody's excited. I mean, if I was feeling any more better, there need to be two of me. Don't forget hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Today we're going over standard form. Okay. Now, I think we can all agree that I like doing stuff the easiest way, right? Okay. So, if you ask me, like, if I'm given something in standard form, and by the way, standard form, if you hadn't looked at your paper yet, it's this. Okay. I don't want to take that. Some people are like, oh, you got to solve for y and all this. I don't like that. I'm not about that. Believe it or not, what I'm going to show y'all, it actually takes the same amount of time, but I like this better. Okay. So what we do is we find the x and y intercepts. So if we're given something like this, we kind of like, well, if I could get this drawing better, we kind of like to find the x intercept, we kind of like cover up the y and or just like take away the y term. That's why we have this right here. Or if we're trying to find the y-intercept, we kind of cover up the x, and that's how we get this. Okay, and y'all are like, okay, it's actually not harder than that. Believe it or not, that this is not like an infomercial. But wait, there's more. No, that's kind of it. Okay, so here's our first example. Okay, this is in standard form. All right, I went ahead and kind of pulled this off to the side. Okay, like I covered up the y thing. We just have the x term and the constant right here. This c is always called the constant. Okay, so right here, how would I solve this equation? Yeah, I would divide because 3 and x are being multiplied. Okay, so all right. Now, well, we know it's going to be negative because it's a negative divided by a positive. So we could go ahead and do that. What is 6 divided by 3? 2. That's our x-intercept. Wow. Okay. Kind of on the same thing, but all right. So I kind of like forget the x like we should, right? No, no. Okay. I'm on my own. All right. We would solve this again by dividing. Yeah, your steps to solve these things that you're doing on this test is very easy. Like, I mean, it's step by step, distribute, move this, and this is like just divide each time. There's not anything else. And so this would give us y and then a positive 3. Okay, now once we have those, we could actually plot those points on the x and the y axis, draw a line, and we're done. Because there's a theorem that says between any 2 points there exists one line. Okay, it's been proven. Now, imagine if your job was to prove that. Okay, I think I'd rather have my pinky toast cut off with a spork. Okay, now, I know some of y'all are like, that didn't seem difficult. It's, this is it. Okay, that's why I like this stuff. Is because it doesn't confuse me that much. Can y'all believe that I get confused very easily? It's not going to hurt my feelings. I know I do. Some of y'all talk to me about stuff, and I'm like, y'all can see the hamster like on the wheel, like about to like die, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. All right. So for A and B right here, we're just going to practice finding the X and Y intercepts. Okay. So I'm going to find the X intercept. So to do that, I'm kind of covering up the Y. Do I have to solve that? No, it's already solved. And the reason I don't have to divide is because there's understood to be a 1 right there. Super happy fun time. Okay. For our y-intercept, again, we cover up the x. Okay. Now, I'm doing this with my pencil or with my stylus and stuff. Actually, if I was doing this on paper, I would use my finger or, well, not really my finger or thumb because they're kind of big, but like my pencil or something just to kind of cover it up a little bit. If you need to, I can actually give you post-it notes. Those help too. Okay. So how do we solve this one? I told you we're going to do the same steps each time to solve. Awesome. Divide. Y'all missed it. If the microphone could pick it up, y'all, they are screaming divide. Everybody's just so excited. And that's it. All right. On B, I'm going to find the x-intercept. So, woo, 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 woo. All right. Again, my only step I'm going to do to solve these is divide. So this is a positive divided by a negative, so it's going to be negative. 20 divided by 4 is 5. I thought I heard something. I'm not real sure. They're watching a movie next door. I'm easily distracted. All right. Doop doop boo. So purple and y-intercept. All right. So with the y-intercept, wicka, 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 wicka. Okay. So I cover that up. I get that equation. I divide. What is 20 divided by 5? 4. That's tough, ain't it? That's real tough. It's y'all know I'm being sarcastic. Our actual steps aren't that difficult. There just happens to be very small steps. Okay, it to me it's something that's what I call tedious. Something tedious is like something easy that you do over and over, like looking for dead ends in your hair and removing them. All right, are we good with this? Everybody got this down? We're okay? Maybe? Still third? Okay. All right. Graphing these. All right. So we're going to do the steps. Y'all notice that the steps are pretty easy and we always do the steps? I don't deviate from it. Okay. I do use big words like deviate. That means change. Okay. We're going to find these. We're going to plot them and we're going to connect with the line. Okay. Each time. So here's our equation. I kind of already pulled it out so we can go ahead and solve. So we're going to divide by 3. We get 5. They're watching Of Mice and Men. It's set like in the, I forget, I think it's the 20s or 30s or something like that. So it's so when y'all get to 11th grade, y'all get to learn about that. All right. So there's our intercepts. All right. Remember, this is our y-axis. This is our x. Okay. I had somebody ask again. Can we just name whichever one we want to? Apparently, somebody has been teaching hippie math, where you just do whatever makes you feel good. All right. So my x, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because there's 5 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Almost got it, but that's good enough for me. Okay, and that's it. Bingo, bango. Yeah, just a normal line. Mine just looks really bad because I cannot draw a straight line. Oh yeah, it does keep going. I'm sorry. Oh wow. That was a good question. Does it keep going? Yeah, I forgot to draw make it really nice with arrows. Ooh, that's probably the best one I've done. So yeah, it just keeps going on forever. Okay, don't just draw to those 2 dots. They go through those dots. Okay, through those dots. So all we did, we found the x and y, then we plotted them. Yes. Was that a hand up, or you just had your hand up? That like, are you? Did you have a question? Are you good? Yes, you. Okay. All right. Number C. I know it's not a number. I just like saying that because it's funny. You you'd be surprised how many people I actually have had in the past go, "What number is C?" So yes. All right. What equation are we going to use for our x-intercept? Okay, we know it's going to be equal to 10. Yes, 10x. Whew. Everybody went silent for a second. And then we divide. All right, so x equals 1. Ha ha. So I could go ahead and plot that if I wanted to. You don't have to. I guess, if you do that hippie math where you just do what feels good. Wherever the wind takes you, man. All right. So our y-intercept should be 2y equals 10. And we divide. And I don't know why I wrote a 5. Probably because I knew that was going to be the answer. I bet nobody has ever done that before. Because none of y'all ever make mistakes. Ah, oh. I don't know what is up with this today, but it's very sensitive. I'm trying to not sneeze because if I sneeze, it might go to a whole nother lesson. All right. Now again, I moved my graph over for instructional purposes. Y'all's just straight down for paper purposes. Okay. Are we good on number C? All right. Number D. So when we set this up, this should be 2x equals -8. We divide. We should know we're going to get a negative and a 4. All right. Remember, what is up on my eyeball? Negatives go to the left on the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So for my y, I zoomed out in case people couldn't see. So we have 2. All right. Hey, can y'all give me 30 seconds and y'all can spill all the tea y'all want to? Y'all can have your own Boston Tea Party just right here in A209. Just spilling it, just throwing it. Because maybe I want to hear it too. Tee. All right. See, this is why I like this method when I'm given this. I usually don't end up with fractions for slope. And I break it down to two simple things. And for me, notice I said for me, it works. Okay. My convoluted brain can actually understand it. All right. Number E is probably the most super hardest one that we have on the whole paper. I love it when the coefficients are 1. It makes life so easy. And remember, coefficients are the big numbers in front of the variables. All right. Now, for my y-intercept, can I really have what? You're pointing at it? You're trying to, okay, that's fine. You cast your mathematical spell. Okay, this is understood to be a -1, so you could actually divide or multiply by a -1. It doesn't matter. A lot of people divide by -1 because they see it's in front and multiply. Nope, no harm, no foul. Wingardium Mathiosa. I know some of y'all are like, man, Harry Potter and them had it easy. They didn't have to do algebra. Yeah, but some of their classes, like, you know, the potions class, you drink the wrong potion. The animals class, it could eat you. Yeah, learning how to fly on a broom. All right, believe it or not, that's our lesson. Yay! Told you it was short. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.